I am Tad Fiser. I'm Tad Fiser Racing. We've received a lot of phone calls and interest in the new front axle and spindles that we built, and we decided that we would do this video. This is our first attempt. Don't know anybody laugh at us, but we decided we were going to do this video so we could maybe put this on the internet and show you guys a little better of what this is all about. So we're going to do some close-ups and try to show some things, and I'll talk and try to explain what we're doing. Okay, here are the parts involved with the new spindle. This is the new front axle here. This here is the spindle body. It has a spherical bearing in the top. This is what we're calling the foot of the spindle, which again has another spherical bearing in the bottom. This is a right front steering arm and a left front steering arm, and the spindles are universal. They register together to where you know, the arm is supported. It takes 3 bolts that hold it on, and the foot is bolted on. It also has these little registers that register in these holes, and it is very sturdy and strong. So that is a complete left front spindle. Again, same spindle would be used for the right front, just by merely switching the arms. So nice deal. You only have to have one spindle body as a spare. They seem to be really tough. We haven't been tearing many of them up. One of the nice things about it is that we have this foot that bolts on here. So when we bolt this on there, we create a specific kingpin inclination, and all we have to do to change that is add a shim. We put a shim in there, which it registers over the little nubs there, and you bolt that on, and we just changed the camber in our spindle. If you come over here and look, you can see that this is an axle out of the Light A car from the indoor, and it has some shims in here now, which is 30 thousandths of shims, which is about 3/4 of a degree. Over here on the left front, we have no shims. I know Jeff Lederer is running shims in his left front, but I have not been. But we have the ability to do anything we want, any camber we want to achieve with by just simply putting the shims in. We have different size shims. We have a 10,000 shim and a 20,000 shim. A 10,000 shim is a 1/4 of a degree, and a 20,000 shim is a 1/2 degree. So we can stack these up in any combination we want, and pretty much do anything we want. The axle is built a little different. It has one bend in it. It's much stronger than the old axles, but this does bolt right into any 2000 series or 2007, the new car. It'll bolt right into them with a little bit of adjustment of radius rods. It does take the same steering rods that we've been using, and it seems to fit in most everything very nicely. Now we're here at the car, and I wanted to show you how the thing looked in the race car, the new front axle and spindles. Come on over closer. One of the reasons why the new steering arm and all the new design was to get some clearance for the shock and the spring, because the wheelbase on the new front axle is quite a bit shorter. We've moved the front wheels back in the car quite a bit. It's as much as 3/4 or 7/8 of an inch, depending on where you position the front axle at. Same problem over here. We had to again build a new steering arm to gain some clearance because it got so close to shocks and springs, and that was a huge problem. But everything clears quite well and works out well. I also wanted to show you, this is a car here. This is the mod car from the indoor with no shims in it, and I wanted to show you that it's very simple to change. Right here on the car, we can simply remove our 2 Allen bolts that holds the foot of the carburetor, or the foot of the spindle on. I can take those bolts out real simply, and then I can take either, you know, a 20 or a 20 thousandths or a 10,000 shim, whatever I wanted to do. Again, a 1/4 degree, 1/2 degree, or I could put 3/4 of a degree in there. Let's just put them both in. And so there's enough room that I can slide these in there, get them over the little registers, get it back together, get me a bolt started in there. Tighten them back down, and there you go. I just added 3/4 of a degree of camber to that spindle. I've done that hot lapping at the track. Simply pull in and stop, take the right front wheel off, put a shim in, and push right back out. The beauty of the thing is that I know that that's 3/4 of a degree. I did not have to have a camber gauge. So if I come up with something on this mod car, I can certainly apply it to my B car or my Light 160 car or my senior Honda car, just simply by going and putting the appropriate shims in the other car. All of our parts are made in-house. We have our own CNC equipment, so when we want to make these, we can make them on the weekend or in the morning or night or whatever. The steering arms, the foot of the carburetor, we don't make the bearing. We'll get to that someday. But we're able to control the quality. Very nice, accurate parts, and we make a lot of the components for our race cars. I appreciate you watching this video. Hope that helps. You can always call 303-922-9295. Talk to me, or get on the website and check it out again. Thank you.